Well, it's been projected that the Republicans will take control of the House of Representatives. Now, I don't want you to be worried, concerned, or upset. They are only going to win by the thinnest of margins, and that's not going to give them a lot of power. But they've got bigger problems than that. You see, the Republican Party is kind of split, especially in the House of Representatives. You've got a faction that still follow Donald Trump and espouse the Trump-lefuck policies, but you've got an even bigger group that is trying to get as far away from Donald Trump as possible. They saw what siding with Donald Trump did in the midterms, and they realized they've got to change some things. So a lot of people are worried, and there's been a lot of talk about the Republicans trying to impeach Joe Biden. Well, that's not going to happen. They may try, the Trump-lefucks, but when it gets to the reasonable-minded Republicans, they're not going to want to wade into that because they're not going to want to be associated with the Trump-lefucks. Same thing goes for the debt ceiling. They were going to crash the economy. They're not going to do that now. Why would they want to associate themselves with a group that failed in the midterms? So the Republicans are in kind of a tough spot. They're looking toward 2024 and hoping to get a presidential candidate to win that election. But in order to do that, they're going to have to accomplish some things. They can't just fight against the libtards anymore. They're going to actually have to do something. So I'm thinking there might be some compromise between the left and the right. I mean, we'll see, but that seems like the only option the Republicans have. They can't side with the crazy fucks that cost them the midterms, and they can't just sit there stagnant and do nothing. They have no power to pass anything because Democrats control the Senate. So the only real option is to try to negotiate with the Democrats and get some things passed so when 2024 comes along, they can say they actually did something. I think we're going to see a change in Washington, D.C. in the next term. At least I hope that's the case. I just don't see any other way out for the Republicans unless they just give up and decide to rebuild and plan to not win elections until 2028. We'll see what happens. But if you're worried about the Republicans taking over the House of Representatives, don't be. They aren't going to be able to do shit. And if they try, the Senate will shut them down. So it's not a big deal. Don't worry about it. Things are going to be fine. What happened in the midterms was better than we could have expected. So let's be happy about that, move on, and let's see if we can do something for this fucking country and the people in it.